Hello, hello, how's it going? How's it going? Hey, hamster. Yeah, got the spinny logo. Had that as the waiting stream for... Got that as the waiting stream fairly recently. Have a good time lurking. Yeah, gonna be doing some more Shapes 2 today. So we left off last time right after just having unlocked painting. Right? Yeah, we got painting now. Milestones. Oh yeah, fluids and painting, let's go. Now we gotta do all this stuff. But first off, I want to begin designing some blueprints for like good islands, for like a stack, 4 belts of stacker output, 4 belts of painter output, stuff like that, Let's start off with a stacker. So I think we want 4 belts of that, 4 belts of input, and 4 belts of output is what I'm thinking. And this kind of layout of island is probably good. Hang on, let's no, I'm messing things up. There we are. That's where we get that. Oh wait, I've already made one of these. I've already done a stacker island. Well, that's something I should have realized. I kind of want the input to be from the bottom though. Oh wait, I want the bottom input to be from the bottom, so let's get some of this stuff out of here. Link this up like this. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna update this in the blueprint library. Hang on. Copy, save, stacker island. And let's give this the stacker logo. And let's put a 4 here to signify that it's 4 belts. Save. Yes, we want to override that. There we are, stacker island. That's updated and much better now. I feel like, I wonder if I could get more output, like 8 belts of output here. Oh no, since I only have 2 layers unlocked, getting 8 belts of output would be pretty... Yeah, no, I'm just going to be sticking to 4 belts for now. Well, that stacker's done already, because basically already had that done. Let's make some rotator islands. These are going to be incredibly easy, because it's just rotators. So to start off with, get like that, bam, oh. Then clockwise. I need 2 per belt, so it'll be, what, like that? Right? Yes. Just like this. And then we want to loop these over here, bam. And then we can basically use just the exact same design for the other rotators and for half cutters. Or half destroyers, sorry. I still call them half cutters after all this time. They've been called half destroyers for like years now, and I still call them half cutters. Oh well, anyways, let's save this as clockwise, 4 belts. Get rid of that. Clockwise, or hang on, let's call it rotate clockwise island. Ooh. Save. Very nice. Rotate clockwise island, stacker island. Let's grab this here now. And now, I'm going to do the same thing, but we want to rotate counterclockwise. Perfect. Rotate counterclockwise island. Sweet, nice and simple. That's counterclockwise. And then let's do that, save, bam. Now we got that in there. Hang on, I'm gonna... Oh, that actually Clicking that button actually opens the physical folder. That's kind of funny. Like the physical folder in File Explorer. Let's call this Islands. Save. Am I able to... Oh, is there a way to move these into there? Yes. Very nice. Yes, look at that. Okay, now let's get a half destroyer island. Oh, that requires 3 per belt though, so gotta do like that. And get it something a bit like this. Bam, 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 bam. And that should be half destroyer island complete. Getting out all the easy ones off the bat. Gonna be a bit harder once we get to like fluids and whatnot. Okay, so half destroyer is what's the half destroyer icon? Where is the half destroyer icon? Here we are. And 4. Cool, save. And hang on, let's put that in there. Also, I should... How do I edit these? Like that. Yeah, these are the right... These are the better icons. There we go. Nope. Gotta right click. Ah. Messing everything up. Okay, this is clockwise, so that's that one. Save. Bam. Okay, there we go. Now we're using all the right icons for that. The mining island we're going to put in there as well. Add that little 4 in there just for consistency. Very nice. Very nice. Look at all this. And I think that I can, if I want to, assign this into one of those slots. Yes. There we go. Now we got all the different islands down there. Very nice. Next, we've got to make an actual cutter island. This will be a little bit more difficult. How many cutters do I need per belt? 4. Okay. Right. How am I going to be going about this? If I do something along these lines. Let's say I do something like this. So the right-hand side output is going to the right. Yeah, cool. And... Yeah, okay, let's for now just do the same thing over here. And get this to go over into there. Oh. Yeah, so the left-hand side output going into the left. That's good. But we can't fit another 4 cutters up here, so... what am I gonna do here? I mean, what's the design? I had a design for this here, didn't I? Yeah. Right. Just use this. Yeah, because this handles 4 belts of input, right? Yeah. And yeah, okay. I can probably use this to my advantage. Let's see. Let's see. We'll lift these up. Okay, now what do I want to do with this design? So these ones on the top here are all left outputs, left-hand sides. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. Are these... These are flipped. I don't know how flipping actually is handled with these. Okay. So when they're flipped... okay, left and right are maintained. Okay, cool. So it's still... Wait, hang on. No. Yeah, okay, so the ones opposite each other give the same output. Right. That makes sense. Oh yeah, because of the whole design I've got here, it has to work like that anyways, actually. Come to think of it. Oh, I just realized, how am I going to route all of these into the output? That's not really going to fit. Ugh. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's just not going to work. That won't fit. Yeah, there's no way that that's going to fit. What do I want to do about that? Could I have it, like, extend more into this space? Could I use that space to make it less wide in any way? Maybe? Well, let's see. What if I move all of this up some, and then have this, like, go straight over there, and this goes straight over there. And this launches over to there, this launches over to there. And these catch straight away. Actually, we want better if this launches like that. Yeah, I think that works a bit better. And what we'd want is for this to go down here like this. Yeah, there we go, and have this to go down over here. Yeah, there we are. Oh, hang on. Like that. And that should work like a charm. Just do that across like there, that across like there. Okay, yeah, that should be good. Now if we do the same thing over on this side, and that would involve just getting rid of those. That goes like that. That goes like that. Let's get rid of all of that. This goes over here. This goes over here. And these act like this. Perfect. There we are. If we just attach this all up, then this should be a working cutter island. Good stuff. Let's save this as the cutter or cutter island. Save. Perfect. Pop that in there. Okay, good stuff. Next up, let's do... What's that? What is that option right there? Oh, that's the straight stacker. Right, yes. Okay, so that's all of the stuff from here. So it's just up to fluids now. Cool. So wait, hang on, there are fluids in here. So pipes, pumps, and painters. So painters, I'll just gotta make a painter island now. 1 second. Got a bit of a cold today, so just gotta take a second to mute and blow my nose every now and then. Alright, so let's get that down. How do I want to do the painter island? How many belts or how many painters do I need per belt? 3 per belt. Okay. I wonder if the way painters work has changed at all. I wonder if they're flow through still. Oh, they only paint the top layer now. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Good to know. Now, how am I going to go about this? If it's 3 per belt, doing something like that could be good. And connect that pipe up to there. Yeah. So maybe, okay, it's probably going to be best to be supplying all the paint from the second level, right? I mean, let's just try this off the bat and see if this can get us anywhere. And we can get all of these outputs straight together like this. And really, oh wait, no, that's not gonna work. Because you can't, yeah, that won't connect into both of them. So it'll have to be something like that. Yeah. Oh, what do we got here? Lame. Oh yes, because I'm still delivering this shape. That upgrades my operator level. I forgot that's a thing. That gives me some more points. Very nice. Nice, and it's just going to be giving me some more platform limit. Very nice. Now, okay. Where do I want to be? What do I want to be doing here? It probably is really more space efficient to just have them. Wait, can the paint flow between them like this? That's really the question I've got to ask. Because if so, then that's very, very useful. Oh, I kinda want to have it be like this and have another painter here. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. What about like that? I feel like that's kind of better for the belts, but also not really. I don't know. Either way is probably pretty similar. Let's have it be something like this. And pipes go along like this. Yeah, something like this. Oh. There we are. That's pretty nice. Then I can just do more or less the same thing for the others. Oh. Hang on. Yeah, just that. And then this over here. And over there. And we'll bring that into there. Oh my god, that. And we'll bring that into there. And there we go. Now if we just connect all the paint up. Now, I don't know exactly how paint works anymore. Because the way that that's changed, that fluid flow has changed quite a bit. Is there like knowledge panel? Fluids. Okay, pipes, transport fluids, transportation happens instantly. They have a throughput limit. Okay, so that's what they ended up going with. Okay, very interesting. So, what I want to do then... I mean, yeah, may as well have 4 different pipes coming in. Actually, let's get this going straight up. Yeah, just like that. And let's bring this one through to... Oh, actually, let's bring it... Nope, that's the wrong thing. Let's do that. And then let's do that. And then we'll go up and around. Perfect. Cool. And now let's get, what's the icon for painting? That's the icon, okay. Hey, save. Where's that painting icon? Here it is. 4, and get rid of that. And that is a painter island. Sweet. And now I think I just need a fluid mining island, and then I'll be all good to go. So let's get some fluid miner extensions here. And then get all these pumps in. Just like this. Okay. There we are. Now if I paste that and then save it as the fluid miner. What's that? Or pump island. Save. Perfect. Now we can begin making the shapes we need to make. Ooh. So first things first is this one. So what am I going to be doing for that? Off the bat we can begin getting some... Wait, hang on, let's make sure everything's... Yeah, get those both into the island folder. Cool. So we got to grab out a mining island. I'm gonna have to get some mining island extensions, but that's all right. So let's put them up there, and then let's get what's the plan here? These are just solid squares, so we want to be cutting them twice each. So let's get all of this. Perfect. And then, yeah, there we go. Now we want to be rotating all of these. Let's be rotating everything clockwise, because why not? Just like that. And then we want to cut it all again. And let's... that there, that there, that there, that there. Bam, 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 bam. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good. Now we want to be painting half of them blue. Now, how much paint does a painter use? Let's get the painting island out. Ooh, let's get rid of that one. It uses 10 liters per hour, so it's using 300 liters per minute. Right. So if it's using 300 liters per minute, and we're using 3 per belt, that's 900 liters per minute per belt. And each pump is producing 300 liters per minute. Right. Wait, so how much is a pipe is 7.2 thousand liters per minute? Which is how many pumps? How many pumps does that even equate to? Quite a few. That's a lot of pumps. Oh. Let me pull up a calculator. That is 24 pumps. That means it takes an entire 2 fully operational islands pumping out fluids to fill up a singular pipe. That's very interesting. Okay. So right here we're using... Oh, hang on, that's a problem with this design. Gotta fix that up. Let's save this, resave this, because there was that problem there. Painter island. Island, save, confirm. Cool. Fixed. Okay. So I feel like doing the entire island with like one pipe might make sense. Yeah, I feel like it probably makes more sense to be supplying the whole thing with just one pipe. Yeah, let's switch it out to just using one pipe. Oh, hang on. Yeah, get rid of all of that. And then connect all of that and that. Perfect. And that's all one pipe, which is plenty enough for an island. Yeah, so each painter uses exactly as much as one pump. So yeah, one fluid extraction island is enough to provide, or basically just for one painting island. Okay. So let's get a few of these islands in then. Let's flip that. And bam. Perfect. Okay, and now if we get all these inputs going in. Wait, hang on. This is getting cut here, then it's getting rotated. Then it's not being cut. Why, after being rotated, why are you not being cut? What? Oh, my cutter design island, I accidentally left in some of these. Huh. Oh, well, that means I can change around. That was a much easier fix to the whole problem with it being too wide. Let's fix that up. Okay, get all that a bit better. Perfect. That should still work. Like, actually be what I want it to be this time. Let's get all of those in place. And save this as the new cutter island. Oh, oops. Cutter island. And bam. That's a bit better. Yeah, there we go. Now that's outputting what we're looking for. Perfect. Now let's begin mining some blue. Pump island. Bam, bam. Bam. And let's get in. Wait, hang on, I need to change the pump island design so that it's only using the... So that it's all outputting into a singular pipe. Let's get this all connected up to there. Cool. Save this as... pump, where's the pump? Pump. Oh, wait. Here, 4. Get rid of that. Pump island. And there, save. Oh. Save. And yes, override, please. Cool. Now, let's get all these extensions in. Bam, bam, bam. And there we go. That's plenty. We only actually need 2 extensions per for pump islands, or for painting islands. Sorry. Let's get some of these pipes going over. Oh, it's worth noting though that these they're all gonna be outputting onto the same thing. Might be worth having like a kind of just a generic multiplexer island design. Just to allow for combining all of these into one. Although the fact that there's only 3 inputs on an island like this is a bit unfortunate for making a kind of mux design. So I might use a bigger island like this. And yeah, we're gonna have something like this and something like this. There we are. That into there, that into there, that into there, and that into there. Cool. And we're going to save that as a fluid mux. And then what's a good symbol for putting things together? I mean, I could just do something like that. Fluid mux, cool. Then I can pipe all of these over to here. And then if we just grab this mux design, take the whole thing, and then we want to make a demux out of this. So basically we're gonna so this leftmost input is gonna go over to there, and this one is gonna go over to there, and this one is gonna go here. Oh, and this one will head all the way to there. So let's save this as a demux island. Fluid 4, and then separation. There we are. Did I remember to put the other one? Hang on, let's fluid mux island. Save, and this is a fluid demux island. Perfect. Let's grab out our demux. Just like that. And let's take this, pump it straight into there. Hang on, but we have 4 islands that we need to be producing for here. So that's not enough fluid. What am I going to do about that? And let's just quickly make this a bit neater, like that. Oh, I tell you what I could do. I can just get an extension there, then have a pump island there and a pump island there and just merge them together. That would probably work. Yeah, that should just work. Alright. Now that's 4 demuxed belts, or 4 muxed belts, whatever. Whatever. Get that into there. Then we will get this under to here. And then this is going to go under... Actually, this one should probably be the one going up here. this one should be going all the way up to here. And that should be coloring all of these. Are these not outputting? No, it's just because this one's backed up. If we just quickly do a... let's just do a quick clear contents. Very nice. Oh, actually, do I want it to be all four on the same side? That might not be the best. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's probably better if I don't have it be like that. So let's get some stacker islands. Like this. And, oh wait, but then... Okay, no, I'm gonna get stacker islands. Like that. That's probably a bit better. Yeah, and then we'll get the rest of the painter islands in. Like this. Oh no, that one's fine facing that way. Then I can get all the belts into the stacker island. Perfect. And then let's just get the fluid belts in. Oh, wait, hang on. That one needs to go. Oh, that needs to go up to there. That needs to go up to there. That needs to go over to there. Perfect. So when the blue paint begins coming in, these should begin outputting, yes. Exactly what we're looking for. So these ones are at the top. So yeah, it's worth noting that we're not going to have all the same outputs though, because some are at the top, some are at the bottom. Oh, hang on, I should make a 180-degree rotator island. Let's do that. Take all these, put another one there. Actually, I'd rather do it with clockwise, just because clockwise is nicer. And let's save this as rotate 180 island, which is this icon. Get rid of that and make that a 4. Pop it there, save. Cool. There's the rotate 180 island. And let's say that and that get rotated 180 so it's all top half output. And cool. That should be 16 belts of output of that shape. Oh wait, but hang on, these do not have any mining extensions. Let's fix that up. There we go. Now that's 16 belts of output. So I kind of want to make a mux for not fluids for shapes. Let's do something like this. Just like so. There we go. And let's save this as item or a shape mux island. Circle or mux. There we go. Put that in the islands. Cool. We can put some of these together. And let's get that in there as well. Perfect. Now just to input, bring those back to the vortex, whatever. I can speak. Don't worry about it. Now where do I want to... The inputs are all kind of clogged here. I don't want to rework how I've got this vortex. I'm so good at speaking. Totally. Can I afford more inputs? I can. Fantastic. Now that means... Yeah, that means I get some more on each of the sides there. That'll potentially be useful. No, sorry, I've had to stop to blow my nose quite a bit there. Bit annoying, but oh well. What is this shape being used for anything? What is... Okay, that shape was just used for this, and we're all done with that now, so don't need it. Yeah, I don't think that's useful at all now. I would appreciate the space from just ripping that up. What is going on down here? Not a whole lot. How come I'm not able to go to the lower floor? There we are. There we are. Let's rip some of that up. So that is just not being used. Oh, and neither is this. Yeah, okay. And then this is also not being used, it looks like. A lot of stuff not being used here. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of this is helping out with the production of this shape, and this is the shape that actually matters, so... I'm just going to be getting rid of all of this. All that gone, bam. Let's do that. Oh. There we are. That's just cleaned a lot of space up for me there. Let's bring this all back now. Hang on, let's bring this up to the top layer here. Perfect, just like that. And bring that, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Bring that all over to there. Perfect. That is one of our vortex milestone shapes being delivered. Next thing that I need to do, is this. So I need some red circles, which I could just mine up directly, and that probably is a bit easier than having to go through the effort of painting it. But if I do paint it, then I'm getting like more output. But no, that's not worth it. I'm just gonna mine it up. So let's get out some miners. Mining island. And bam. 2 mining islands should be good. Hang on. 2 mining islands with... When we factor in that we're going to be losing a quarter of the output, that's the equivalent of 1.5 mining islands. So maybe I want to... what would 3/4? What is 2 3/4 of? It's not 3/4 of anything, because that doesn't divide round, nice and round. Can't work with round numbers here if I'm using this 3/4 red circle, unfortunately. It's a bit unfortunate. Maybe it is best to not be using this. Because I'm gonna need to paint the windmill shapes anyways. So yeah, I probably won't use that. Let's use this. That's nice and convenient. Yeah, let's get a bunch of these in. So it's going to need to be all of these combined to make 2 belts of output. Yeah, so four miners is going to be 2 space belts of output, because each of these is going to be half the shape. Kind of want to double that, so let's so that it matches the amount of output we've got for that. So let's get maybe I want to put them on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8 islands? Can I count? Yes, it is. And then if I go like that, bam. That is 8 belts of output there. Now, just gotta cut them all. Let's put these all into some cutter islands. Actually, half destroyer islands is fine. Is this yeah, that output's right. Cool, cool, cool. And then let's put half of these into 180-degree rotators. And then we can just stack them. Bam. Hey Cucumber, how's it going? I've channel points now? Never mind, Twitch just lied to you. Right. That is now the second time that someone has come in and proclaimed I have channel points without my knowledge. A few weeks back, Hamster came in and said, "Oh, you have channel points now," and just no clue what was going on with that either. But no, for channel points you need to be an affiliate, which I'm not. I'm not that. Right. Oh, there is no red around here, like, at all. That is something I probably should have considered before picking this location. It says you can gain them, but rewards are disabled. Interesting. Weird? So there are channel points on my channel now, then, you're saying? That's interesting. That is news to me, but cool, I guess. Okay, so I probably will just ship this red over. Doesn't look like there's a particularly nice location. Yeah, interesting that it's saying I have channel points now, because I thought you weren't able to, like, even get channel points unless someone's an affiliate. Time to become the richest, yeah, fair enough. It's weird. Hang on, I'm gonna quickly open up my stream and see if I can see that. Do I see those channel points? Ugh. There's always got to be a pain. There we go, you want to let me in, please? Is it showing that I have channel points? No, it's not. Weird. Yeah, feel free to send me a screenshot. I'm not really sure what's going on with that or why it would be showing that. But, I don't know. It's cool, I guess. I like channel points. I don't know. I'll look into that later, I guess. That's not It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's a later me concern. Figuring out why that is happening. What I'm realizing with this, with the fluid mux, is I could be having 8 belts muxed here, or 8 pipes muxed, because it's a, because, like, this is only one layer. But how would I be doing the inputs for that? Because that would require 8 inputs. That is the question. I mean, that would just require a bigger island, right? That would require a really big island. Size that I do not have unlocked. I'll just stick with these 4 belt muxes for now. This is good enough. Yeah, you'll need to see if it actually works or not. This is Shapez. It is a factory building game. Very good one at that. I would highly recommend it. Or this is Shapez 2, I should say. It's been in early access for a little while now. Yeah, it's a very sandbox style factory game. Like, the machines don't cost anything to build. You can just copy and paste stuff to your heart's desire. Let's see, I'm gonna grab myself a painter island. So like all of this in this folder is all custom designs that I've made today. And each of these islands has like all of this, these little thingies on it. Let's get out my emux that I've made. Let's see, so that can just output straight into there, basically. This, let's bring it straight to there. This can be brought, there, up to here. Then finally, this, I'll bring all the way over to there. Cool. And that should now be 4 full belts of red shape. Very nice. All right. Now let's mux these shapes together, just like that. Bam, 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 and then let's ship them back to the hub. This one we'll bring into there, and then this one. We can probably try and squeeze it into this input. We just bring everything over there. Do all of this. Just finagle this around a bit. There we are. Perfect. Then I just want to do the same thing here. Just flip that. Oh. And pop it in there. Then that means this input should now be able to split into these two. Perfect. I just need to copy that and bring it up to the next layer. And there we go. That is both of those inputs perfectly done. Oh wait, I've just realized I'm just merging these belts right now. It's not quite what I'm looking for. There we go. That's much better. Now, once that should be good for these shapes to begin rolling in, right? This belt, it's saying is giving the correct output, but not the others? What's going on? Oh, I forgot to update the painter design. That's what's going on there. Yeah, let's fix that. Oh, I didn't update the painter design for anything. God damn it. Okay, nice job, me. So everything else has just been giving us slow input as well. Right? Yeah, I know, I'm so bad at this game, it's tragic. I'm just bad. Painter islands, yeah, override. If I grab out the painter island, is it correct now? Yeah, that's correct now. Let's get all of these in correctly now. Yeah, I really just have not been outputting the shapes at all because those painters just have not been working. Great stuff. Love that. Let's get all of these in correctly now. It is obvious that I needed to actually update my design when I updated it. But I did not. Just because it's obvious doesn't mean I did it. Seems the points aren't actually being earned, so don't know what Twitch is on about. Interesting. That's certainly something. Thank you, Twitch, for... Yup. Thank you, Twitch, for something. There's probably something to thank Twitch for. What it is, nobody will ever know, though. Is this fluid being shipped in? I'm not sure. Kinda looks like it's not. Wait, is it on the far right? No, it looks like it should be on the far left. What's going on here? Why is it? Yeah, no, it's... Yeah, no, that should be correct. Oh, wait, this input is on the far right. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, so gotta update this design again. Also, sorry again for having to mute so much to just blow my nose. Ugh. Hopefully I'll get a bit better soon. Oh wait, I got another operator level. Oh yeah, let's go. You're so good at English. You're like the best person at English ever. Probably. Probably. Let's fix this up, painter. Or painter island. But like for realsies this time. Confirm. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Why is it now grabbed that? This is what I'm looking for. And then yeah, we go. There we go. That's fixed it. That's going well. Your skills will never be removed away. Absolutely. As the #1 English speaker, you cannot have your skills removed away. Oh, that's the reason why it's a problem, because I flipped it. And flipping it means problems. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I just can't flip this design as the problem. Which is kind of annoying. Kind of annoying that I can't flip. Actually, easy solution to make it flippable. Oh, hang on. Easy solution to make it flippable. Just do this. Now I can just flip it. That really does solve a lot of the problems. Doesn't mean I need to save this for like the 17th time for today, though. Wish there was an easier way to do this, like I just selected, like update blueprint or something. Into island, save, confirm override, bam. Yeah, what I'm doing so well? Good, yeah, of course. Oh my god, why does when I paste it just auto selects a different thing to what I've just been doing? I don't know. Anyways, let's head back down to here. Bam, 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 bam. Right now what I'm doing is fixing the many design problems that I have with this island design. Because you see, it has all of these paint inputs, and I was just using the one paint input. So if I flipped the island, then suddenly the paint input would be on the wrong side, and so the paint would no longer be able to come in because paint was trying to come in here, but the only accepting one was over here. So, yep. But now, I've just changed it to accept from all 4 of those. Okay, now, is all of this working now? Everything working now that I've fixed all the problems, hopefully. Is this not 3 per belt? I thought this was meant to be 3 per belt. This 3 is not filling up a belt. What? It's meant to be 3 per belt. Why is this not 3 per belt? Is it not getting enough fluid? Why is it not getting enough fluid? What is going on with the lack of fluid? Huh? Why is fluid problematic? What's the problem here? Oh, you need 4 fluid launches per pipe? Oh. Oh, okay. So this whole mux demux situation won't really work then. So a space pipe can only really have 2 pipes. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna need to change up that whole design then. Okay, so yeah, that's annoying. Basically, I've got 1 of these fluid launchers and catches per pipe, but you need 4 of them. Which means I can't fit nearly as many pipes per output. I'm gonna need to change up this mux design and be using more belts. Let's get a new thingy here. Bam, 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 and this is gonna go like a so. That. Oh wait, hang on, no, it just needs to be 1 pipe. Oh, actually, I may as well keep them separate, just in case. No point merging them if I don't need to. In the event that I am actually using them separately, you know, may as well have that option available to me. Let's save this fluid. Or together icon, whatever. Fluid mux island, cool. In here, save, confirm. And then we want to fix the demux island now. So this is gonna be, actually let's just grab the mux that I've just made. Rotate it 180 degrees. And actually I'm gonna flip it. Like that, so yeah. Cool, now let's get all this. Have these be inputs. Like this. Perfect. And just like that. I could just do that, there we go. Perfect. And we now save this as fluid demux island. Get that fluid icon. Get a 4. And then get those there. Save, confirm. Bam. Cool, okay. Much better. Oh, but now I've got to fix the pump island to use 4 launches instead. So, actually I'm just gonna... do all that. Perfect. Now let's save this as Pump Island. Yowzers, indeed. There we go. Pump Island, save, confirm. Ooh. Now we just gotta get the new, oh goddamn. New Pump Island going out through all these space belts, and then I need to fix all the stuff up here because I'm using the bad system. Now I know the bad system doesn't work. Get all of these in. Oh wait, let's get that reconnected. And then I've got to switch to using the new Mux design. Mux Island there, Mux Island there. This has to go around to this side. Let's go like that, perfect. That'll go in there. And this will head up to here. This can head over here. Perfect. This can be a fluid demux, like this. And this can be another fluid demux. Oh wait, that's using, those are not pipes, those are belts. Not quite what I was looking for. Can't quite carry a fluid on a conveyor belt. Doesn't work super well. Contrary to popular belief, conveyor belts are not exactly meant for fluids. It's crazy, isn't it? Alright, let's see. What else needs to be fixed around here? And that's all good. Now we can get back to fixing this. You carry all your fluids on conveyor belts, so I guess this must be assigned to upgrade. Oh wow, yeah. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you've got so many fluids that you carry around on conveyor belts in your day-to-day life. A very, very common mistake that people make. But actually, it's not what you're meant to, not how you're meant to do it, you know? Crazy. A lot of people don't realize this, but you're not meant to do it that way. Let's bring this up to here. And this goes all the way over to here. Let's get in this Mux design, or this Demux design. And then up here we can bring in this Demux design. And get the belts in place. Perfect. That should be getting all the fluids into the correct locations now. And actually at good rates. There we are. Now we can begin working ahead to, because we're going to be finishing up with some of this stuff pretty fast. So for that we need to do the same thing we're doing with this squares, but with circles basically. It should be pretty easy. We've got a very high platform limit now. I don't know what we did that increased that so much. Oh, this is what we did. That just gave us 750 platform limit. That's right, okay. That explains why we suddenly have such a high platform limit. That makes sense. Okay, now let's find some good circles to put this on. Any straight circles anywhere? Ugh, nowhere. I'll just put them on this. This works fine. Now gotta get some blue paint from somewhere. I'll just ship it in from here. This works. Your house is full of conveyor belts from the kitchen to everywhere else. Gotta find some way to bring a glass of water to you. Absolutely, yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, me too. Me too, for real. That's just such a good way to do life. Yeah, That makes perfect sense. Am I using... I'm using more than I need there. Not like it really matters, but... I've only got so many platforms. I've got a technically limited amount. Like how the design in this game just kind of looks like you're building a giant factory in space? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you kind of are. It is just like floating platforms in the middle of a vast expanse of space. I mean, there is ground in the case of these islands. These are all ground. These are all islands, whatever you want to call them. Right, let's get a couple of muxes in here. Bam, bam. All these in. Yeah, the factory's just floating around. Yeah, it is a very visually cool game. Hang on, I've just realized something. I can place the muxes, or the demuxes, on the island, on the level below. Crazy new technology. That means I can just be putting this directly into place. That's pretty nice. Oh, come on, please. Please actually output from the right place. There we go. Perfect. Now let's bring these in. Wait, hang on, where am I going? Here. Here we go. I'm gonna bring it down and over to there. Perfect. Gotta get going? Alright, see you around, cucumber. Thank you for the good luck. Alright, so this blue should eventually arrive, probably. I don't know, maybe. We'll see, I guess. Also, actually, I want to be rotating the opposite ones. Yeah, there we go. Also, wait, that one got completed first? Why did that get completed first? It's not... Why is this not producing the full amount? Where is the bottleneck? It's not getting enough of this. What is going on? Is it not a ratio of 4? So confused. Why is this backed up? It's looking like the left-hand side is backed up, but the right-hand side is... Yeah, so the left-hand side is backed up for whatever reason. Over here, the left-hand side is backed up as well. Right. That's... I'm not... Why is that causing problems? What if I do a quick... Clear contents? Will that solve problems? I'm not sure why that was causing issues. That's weird to me. How did I just realized, how did these shapes get here? I just cleared all the contents. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure that'll sort itself out. Meanwhile, this is going strong. And this is... Potentially, is the blue getting there soon? Yeah, it's getting there. Is this able to calculate in advance? Are you going to be producing? No. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. Okay. Well, then I will just begin working on getting that part there. Wait, hang on. In the milestone, what's this gonna look like? It's gonna look like that. Okay. Hang on. Oh. That is kind of weird. Yeah, it's definitely not a direct upgrade from what we've been making. Yeah, okay, that's kind of annoying. But it's doable. It's doable. Now, what do I gotta do? Is all this blue coming in? Yeah, slowly but surely. Just gotta wait for that. Now, I need to get this red, what's this shape even called again? What's it? It still uses W. I didn't even know what this shape ended up being called. I remember there were a lot of ideas for the names of it way back when it was added, but I don't remember what's decided on. Oh, I think maybe Diamond might have been the winner. I don't know. Anyways, I need to find somewhere where there's a half shape of that. Where do we go? Figure this out. Is there anywhere that even has a half shape of that in the local vicinity? Well, this has a full shape of that. That's useful. But how many platforms would it take to get that back? That's a lot of platforms to get that back. Ooh, but I think it might be worth it. I think it might be worth it. How much do I get per platform limit upgrade? When I get a platform limit upgrade, how much does that give me? Where's platform limit? Where's platform limit? You can get platform limit upgrades still, right? Is that not a thing you can do anymore? No, I can't buy more platform limit, it seems. What in the world? Huh. Okay, fair enough then. I guess I need more operator level for that. Or just I need to complete milestones. How much? So I get another 750 each milestone, it looks like. Oh, even more over here. Wait, that gives me 3rd floor, but I thought... Huh? Wait, so 3rd floor can be... Oh, that's the 3rd platform floor. Oh, I see, okay. Whereas this is the 3rd building floor. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can't buy more platform limit. That's interesting. Yeah, this shape here is going to be very nice to have a lot of. So, for the total thing, the final milestone, I need... Yeah, I need a kind of awkward amount there. So if I'm shipping back 3 space belts worth of this, then that would be a total of what? Well, how many do I need? So I think I'm going for 2 space belts of output, which is of course 4 layers of output, which would mean, although I don't need it for the top layer because the top layer I've already got sorted, so it's just the other 2 layers. So yeah, I'm just going to be sending back. I'm just going to be sending back two belts of this, 2 space belts of this. That was a lot of me doing some mental gymnastics to try and figure out something that's pretty dang simple. Basically, just putting these here grabbing out a sheep muck's island, like so. Popping everything straight in. And then we, oh, that's fluid. Oh, hang on. Button is not space anymore in this game. Is it H? No, you can't press H while you're dragging anymore. Okay, let's just bring it back to here then. That's probably good. And that, oh, that only leaves me with 68 platforms. Okay, that's not great. Ugh. Oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be shipping from that far away. Yeah. Yeah, no, I probably can't afford that. I can't afford that. That's just too much of a cost. Oh, we've got this half shape right here, though, so that's actually, that works fine. So what I'm gonna do is get a bunch of mining islands here. And then let's get some of these extensions. Perfect. Wait, hang on. Does an extension cost 2 platforms? That's weird. Why do miner islands cost 2? Huh. Mining islands and fluid extraction islands cost 2 platforms, which, well, fair enough, I guess. Fair play. Anyways, let's begin cutting off all the squares from this, because I do not need the squares. What, do I need the squares for anything? No, that's... Where am I going? Milestones. No, I'm not going to be using the squares from here. Half destroyer. What's this going to be outputting? Nope, that will not be outputting, right. So, we need to rotate it. What? Counterclockwise, I believe? Yeah, that should be good. And then let's get the half destroyers going. Is that going to be outputting the right thing? Nope. That is exactly the opposite of what I need, actually. So clockwise it is. That's... Wait. Did I accidentally put it in? No, okay. I'm just dumb. I am just really dumb. I just did the exact same thing twice. Okay, there we go. There we go. So now, just gotta paint all this red. I'm gonna be stacking all these together and then painting them red, even though we need to unstack them afterwards. I just think it's a bit easier to stack. Oh, because yeah, it means we save paint by stacking them first. Yeah, let's get all of these going. And it needs to be red, so this is right here. That's convenient. Let's get the pump island. And then I will get a bunch of mining extensions like that. And yeah, I don't even need to mux them because they're so close. I can just ship them all straight in like this. Down here, up here, bam. And then this one just goes straight in. Just wait for a second for this to all ship in and we should begin getting some red full... Oh, hang on. Oh, this is... Bit. Let's move all this over one because I need to be... Oh, hang on, first off. Connect all these back up. But I need to be rotating 180 degrees first. Just in the middle here. So otherwise, we're just stacking them on top of each other. Instead of making a full diamond shape. There we go. That's the shape we're looking for. Okay. Now that we've got that, now that we've stacked them, painted them red, what do we do with that? Are we just going to be shipping these straight back here? for the current thing, this needs to just be stacked on top of that. Are we making the right circle shape here? Yeah, so that's the bottom half. That's the top half. Perfect. So yeah, let's just start stacking those together. If I just... Hang on, gotta make some space here. Like that and like that. Bring this belt underneath to make some space. And then let's bring this over and begin stacking these together. Yep, cool, that's exactly the shape we're looking for. And then let's mux these. Bam, bam. And we can bring them back like this. Back towards the middle here. Then we can stack, we can get some stackers on here. Hang on, this is a lot of belts of output here. Am I going crazy? Is this too much? I think this might be too much. Wait, no, it's not too much. Is it? Wait, yeah, it is. Oh no, the problem is here that this is mux stuff, and I'm trying to. I've got to demux this all first. That's my problem. Speaking of, I've got to actually make a demux design. Let's get rid of all of this. Okay, that goes to there, that goes to there. There, that goes there. That goes to there. Oh, that's not right. This goes over to here, this goes to here. And this goes to here. Perfect. Now let's save this as shape demux island. Cool, circle. 4. Split. Island, save. Cool, yeah. Haven't forgotten to put anything in the folder. Cool, now that we've done that, we can get that demux there, that demux there. And then we can get Stacker Island here. Stacker Island here. A Stacker Island here. A Stacker Island here. And then we can immediately mux them again. Actually, no, don't need to immediately mux them again because we're then going to be stacking these on top, so... Yeah. So what we gotta do is we then gotta demux all this. And let's get myself some demuxes. We can just put them straight down here, honestly. And get that and that. And then bring these up. Oh, that's uploading in the wrong direction. Because this is rotated wrong. There we go. Perfect. If we get those all routed into the correct positions. Ooh. Oh, actually, I want to rotate these the other way. Let's bring these around the top then. That just makes it a little bit easier to get the other ones in. So with the final one, how is this going to change? I'm still going to be stacking these on top just the same, so actually it doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's just get demuxes in the same way like that. Place that there. Place that there. That can go like that, and that can go like that. And then we get some more stackers in play. Get that into there, that into there, that into there, and that into there. And so this is outputting the right thing, perfect. So one of these can come up here. I will need to... Oh wait, this doesn't need to be... I'm not going to be demuxing those on the spot right there. Because it needs to be demuxed here in advance. So that I can cut it. What I can do is get... where's the cut around here? Can't be outputting it directly because I need to rotate some of them. But I can check which half it is that I need to rotate. Actually, I probably do just want to like have it beneath. Yeah, let's just put it somewhere down here. Just makes my life a little bit easier. Actually, let's just like say we're gonna demux them straight into the cutters. That works. There we are. Okay, that works well. So with the cutters, what is this going to be outputting? So that's outputting the left-hand side. That's the right-hand side. Okay, so we want it to be on the bottom though. Hang on, let me see this, please. There we are. Yeah, we want it to be on the bottom. So this needs to be rotated clockwise. And this... Oh, sorry, no. This is clockwise. This is counterclockwise. But yeah, top one is counterclockwise. Bam, bam. Oh, no, let's say bam and... Wait, is it different here? That's the same as that, okay. So that is counterclockwise there. This is clockwise. This is clockwise. Cool. Perfect. And it's just like this. Get all of these into place. Perfect. There we are. And that should be all of the correct things going to the correct places. That's the bottom half, that's bottom half, that's bottom half, and that's bottom half. Cool. Okay, now let's just remux this. Bam. Bring it all back together. Cool. That should all ship straight into the vortex, ready to be used. Okay, now I've got to figure out this monstrosity. So it's just that green shape on the bottom that I need to do, and for that I need like something like this could work. Is that what I want to use? I'm actually going to use this down here. This feels like it might be more convenient. Hang on, when I use the half destroyer, which half does it leave? The right half. Which is exactly perfect for that. So I can really just use the exact same design here and just paste it here. Oh, except this patch isn't big enough. Oh, that's a little problematic. What am I gonna do about that? Well, okay. This can be from there, and that can be from there. there, bam, bam. That works. And I can do something like that there, and that there. Yeah, okay, that works. This solves the problem. Patch is big enough, just not for them all to be next to each other. Okay, and is this all good? Yeah, that's making the right shape. Now I just need to be shipping in some green dye. Since we're using the same thing here, let's just copy this. This should work just fine. And let's no, I'll just pop in some new demuxes here. Okay, bam. Fluid demux, just like that, and fluid demux, just like that. And bring this up to here. Bring this up to here. And bring this up to here. And let's bring that into place. And that into place. Oh, yeah, that's good. Ooh, that should now be making green shapes. Although I don't want to be muxing them here because I want to be combining them right here. So I do have to. Oh, no, actually, I can be muxing them. That's fine. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is get some stackers like that and that, and like that and that. Let's get these to route into there. Bam, 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 bam. And then let's get our shape demux down here. And this belt goes up here, this belt goes up here, this belt goes up here, and this belt goes up here. Then we can remux. Oh wait, I just realized these need to be on top, not below. So, okay, I'll fix that in a second. First off, I'm just gonna. Oh god damn it! Why do I keep doing that? Ah. Yeah, okay, let's get all of these routed in. Perfect, just like that. Now what I'm gonna need to do is instead bring these down the demuxes. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna flip these around. Ooh. And let's have these go down a little bit earlier just to make some space. And let's bring this down. Bam. This can go across, bam. And that should, in theory, be the shape that we're looking for. Oh, except these need to be rotated. These do need to be rotated here, so what I'm gonna do is... I actually want to quickly change the rotation islands so that they work on Mux stuff, because that is just as easy as doing that. For that, I can just say, this is my 180-degree rotation one. Rotate 180 island. Island, save, confirm. Grab counterclockwise, the clockwise, and even a half destroyer one. Copy these. Go up to the layer above. Let's start off with the half destroyer one. Bam. 4. Delete that. Half destroyer island. Island, save, confirm. This is clockwise. Rotate clockwise island. Okay, just like that. Wait, that didn't have a confirm override. Oh, yep, because it's in there. Oh, god damn it! Now that I've done this, delete that. Bam. There we go. And then save this as rotate counterclockwise island. And this is counterclockwise. 4 blank in here, confirm. Cool. Now what that means is I can just now pop these onto the belts here and solve all of my problems. Alright, so these are now rotated the correct way. And yep, that says it's now going to be outputting the right shape. Just gotta wait a little bit. And in a second now, we're going to be all done with this shape. So we're going to be just about ready to begin going to the final shape there. So, in the meantime, we can begin moving on to some of these shapes. Some of the side tasks. These side tasks are all really annoying, I'm going to be completely honest. These side tasks are really annoying. Okay. I'm not a massive fan of any of these. Yeah, let's begin working on this one. And I'm gonna not pin some of the bad ones. Some of the ones that end at 4 are good because that means you're getting more research points quicker. Oh, although this one is, I mean, actually, these ones that I've already started on, no, but they're also harder ones. I do want to go down to, like, this one is good because it gives quite a few research points pretty fast. Yeah, let's begin working on this one. How much does it give for the first? It only gives us 1 for the first one, but that goes up fast. Okay, where can I get a very good star location? Right here. Fantastic. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I will get out the Butter Island. No, that's not it. I will get out the Mining Island. And we want, say, 4 islands of this. Yeah, that's good. And then we want all of this. That's the wrong thing. Mining extension, please. What? Why is it not? Oh, I do not have enough platform limit. Eesh, that's annoying. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, I just don't have enough platform limit at all. Okay, what can I do about that? I feel like there isn't much I can do about that. About to get another operator level very soon. Until then, I guess I could just like temporarily get rid of all the manufacturing for this shape, but that's kind of not ideal. Yeah, it's not great. But I can just for the time being remove that. Like if I just go bam, 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 and bam, and just take all of that and control S as temp. Cool, and then I just delete it. Fantastic. Since this is the only milestone shape I'm actively delivering at the minute. Oh. What? What is this? Shift E. Okay, fair enough. That's kind of funny. Yeah, what I can do here is, yeah, so I'm only delivering this shape, so I can just delete all of that, and there's no problem with that. So yeah, we can head back up to here now. No more problems. Okay, and now that we got all this, we can get to cutting. Let's get out some cutter islands. Oh, hang on. I should space them out more. Bam, 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 bam. And let's get all of these in. Perfect. And then we'll rotate all of these clockwise. Bam, 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 bam. Very nice. Then let's get some more cutter islands. Oh, oops. I'm great at clicking on the wrong stuff. It's like my specialty. That there, that there, that there. And then a couple more on each side. All of that into there, that into there. There we are. Perfect. And oh, hang on, I need to actually get those into there. I should be making every second one, like, counterclockwise here. Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. With this, look at the final shapes. Ooh, that gets weird. It doesn't even... Ugh. That gets really weird really fast. Yeah, oh, that's gross. Oof. Yeah. So these green and red stars aren't going to be together for the future stages of this. There isn't much I can do about that here though, so I'm just going to ignore that fact. Okay, let's get to getting all these painters down now. Painter island. Like that. Cool. Now, I'm gonna have to do that. No, that doesn't really work because the paint needs to come from below. Yeah, this spacing isn't quite wide enough to be able to fit all the paint in from beneath. How am I gonna do this? Something like that, and then I just like add a little bit more room here and there. Oh, I don't know. Let's get these in here for the second. Yeah, I'm just gonna move everything a slight bit further away. That's probably just the easiest way to deal with it. Ooh, that part of the milestone got completed. So what we can do is this whole area, Control S as temp to save, delete, and then we want to bring back temp 1. bring this all back right here. Perfect. And now I do still only have 14 platforms left, so that is somewhat awkward. I can get rid of like some of this processing. Oh wait, hang on. Let's select this, select all of this, get the whole thing in here. Let's save this as temp now. Override the old temp. Cool. Okay, and then gotta put all of this together into this. So to do that, hang on, let's take a look at the shape again. Ugh. Yeah, it is kind of annoying, this shape. Yeah. I am gonna need to... Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to separate all the circle parts from the star parts and etc. I think putting these together then painting them is fine. That still makes sense. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out some cutters. And then some more cutters. Like that. Cool. And then I will get the clockwise, the counterclockwise, the clockwise, the counterclockwise, and then let's get everything into place. Very nice. That's going to be able to calculate what you're doing. Your top right circle. Your top right. Okay, cool. Cool. Is everything shipping out the same? Yeah. Looks like it's all working the same. Perfect. So then, what is the plan with that? So first off, we want to be for all of the. Actually, let's be rotating this all a bit differently, so that we've got bottom half stuff instead. Okay. How is this? Is everything on the bottom half now? Yeah, there we go. Although, having said that, the stars need to be on the top half, so that wasn't necessarily all that productive. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Let's just get both of those down. And, oh, hang on. And these need to be rotated counterclockwise. Yeah, so let's get counterclockwise rotators on both of those. And then we can stack it together. Like that. Perfect. Let's grab this out and do that. This out and do that. Perfect. Yeah, that's creating bottom half circles. Sweet. Oh, wait, I've just realized this. I'm doing this to already maxed outputs. God damn it. So this is not big enough production of what I'm doing here. I have slightly messed that up. That's alright. Anyways, let's get clockwise rotators there. And counterclock, and sorry, 180 degrees here. Right. Yeah, and then a clockwise here. And that means we can get the stackers, pop the stackers on like this. Flip it around. Yeah, get all that in. And perfect, this should be top half of stars. Right. Green stars, top half. Surely. If it's all working, that is. Hello? Not showing me an output here. Why is that? I don't know. I'm sure it'll figure itself out. Oh, there we are. That is not top half. Okay. This is... rotating it clockwise is not quite right. Oh yes, since it's the bottom right for these, we want to rotate it counterclockwise. I always get that mixed up. Now this should be giving the right output. Should be what we're looking for. Yeah, that's the top half. Cool. What I'm gonna do quickly is just make all of this go down from over here. And oh, hang on, this isn't actually leading in. That's probably important. Yeah, I'm just gonna then copy this whole thing, paste another one over here, and just bring it all, connect it all up. I really am running out of platform limit again. That's concerning. That really is concerning. Because all of these platforms are being used for this milestone shape, so the fact that I'm running low there is very concerning. It's probably fine, right? Surely. I'm sure there'll be no problems at all. Yeah, now what to do with this? So instead of what we're doing here, what I'm gonna have to do is half of these are gonna have to be split and then recombined, which is gonna be kind of weird to finagle, but doable. This whole thing here, I'm just gonna... No, I'll leave that as is for now. Hang on. Now I'm just gonna move the stuff here that I'm gonna be working on it over. So yeah, so that's half destroying, putting me the final layer there, or that final right hand side, which is then gonna be combined with. So half of them are going to be cut. Cutter island. So this one will be cut right here. This one will be cut here. This one here. This one here. And then... Oh, hang on. Let's do this in a bit of a neater way. There's got to be a neater way to do this. So we do it like that. Then we can stack them together like this. Input is like that. And this goes down, under, bam, back up. But this needs to be rotated 180 degrees. That should work. For that input. And this input needs to be rotated a different amount. I don't know. How am I gonna route that in as the thing around everything else? This is a bit of a conundrum here. Let's see what I want to do. I do want to get that in because I'd rather not make this whole thing wider, but I'm not sure I have a choice. I might have to just make it wider. I may have to. I am very quickly running into platform limit problems. That's probably fine, right? Right, surely. Let's bring all of that down. Bring all of that down. Bring all of that down. Do that and that. Very nice. And that. All these move over. And route all those straight in. Cool. I'm just gonna get rid of all that. Fix it up in a second. And yeah, that's good. That goes into there, that goes into there. Actually, we need an extra space, I think. Oh, nope. That's up there. Oh, we might need one more space on top of that. Oh no, actually we don't, because this can just go down. Yeah, this is fine. In fact, we didn't need that last extra space at all either. So I can get rid of that. Let's just bring this all closer again. Hang on. Gotta get the bottom layer as well. Gotta make sure I get both the layers. Let's get that connected up. That connected up and that connected up. Perfect. And these rotators are not rotating correctly. But let's see how this outputs. Oh, yeah, no, those need to be rotated before being cut. Let's try just rotating them like clockwise. Let's see if this works. This is the clockwise one. This is counterclockwise. That works too. Counterclockwise will probably work just as fine. Probably. I don't know. Maybe. There we go. So that's like that. So, okay, so these do need to be 180 degrees rotated after all. Okay. Put that in. Yeah, and look at that. That's the shape we're looking for. Now let's get the fluid demuxes in down beneath. And let's get the fluid belts in. Or the fluid pipes in, I should say. Oh wait, those were just... Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I wasn't saying anything. Don't worry about it. I always know what I'm talking about. I was not going to say anything stupid there. Just Take my word for it. Oh, platform limit. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. The fact that the platform limit is getting in my way here, make it so I just can't make this scale of production is really annoying. Yeah, it's looking like I'm just going to, because of the platform limit being so strict here, I do have to just basically not make this high level of production. So yeah, there are still a few more stages in the production elsewhere that need to be done, so I am just going to have to cut the production rate in half of this, which is kind of annoying. I'll just leave it running after stream in the background a little bit, probably make up for that. Yeah, I do kind of just have to get rid of half of the production because of that. Bit of a shame. Oh, hang on. Why did that get rid of those? I've got no clue. But it did. Anyways, let's just cut down half the production, I guess. And that applies to everything else. Yeah, with the platform limit, I don't think there's any way I'm really going to be able to afford that extra 50% or that extra 100% production, so it's just never gonna really work. What in the world is going on here? Why do these have an extra? What is going on? How has this happened? I have no clue. I don't know. It'll probably work itself out. That is the wrong shape, but it says that it's going to be the right shape, and I will trust it. I will believe that. Anyway, so these need to be stacked on top of the green circles. Because I'm cutting everything in half, I've got to get rid of this, put up, get rid of all of this, get rid of all of this, and that, and all of this goes, because I just have to cut this in half. I really am a bit annoyed that I have to cut that in half. Platform limit just getting in the way there is kind of sucky. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so we're just gonna mux these down here. Wait, mux. Pop them into there. And then put them into there. Wait, but these go on the bottom now. It now is the reds that go on top. Wait, hang on. Wait, no, I'm stupid. I had it right. This is how my design works. I was just forgetting how my design works. That's alright. Now, is this the right shape? Why is it rotated funky? Because of that, probably. Is that good? That is good. That is correct. Perfect. Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of that and that then. And since we're getting rid of half of all the production, we can get rid of this. Get rid of all this. And all this. And all this. All has to go. Now we just need that. Get rid of half of this and half of this. It does kind of hurt to just get rid of half of all that I've been working on here, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright, well, let's get What do I even have to do here? So I need to ship the green star part up to the top here. So let's mox that quickly. Just like this. Bring it up here. And do a quick thing of mux there, demux there, stacker, flip like that and stack like that. Then get some belts in there. Underneath we just need a demux and some belts going up. Oh wait, hang on, that's going the wrong way. There we go. And then let's bring this over to the demux. And there we go. That should be giving the bottom half of the shape perfectly. And this should be giving most of the top half. We just need to get that last little bit from here. And we can... But we can get out the cutter island like that. And what's this gonna look like? So that's right half down there. The right half we will rotate clockwise. Wait, no, counterclockwise. The left half, yeah, left half clockwise. Right half counterclockwise. And that should be giving top half? Yes. Cool. Okay, perfect. Then all we need to do is stack that on top. What we can do is we can just stack that on top here. Hang on, actually let's change this up. And just rotate that. Get it over there. Perfect. And that means we can bring this forward. Get some more stackers there. Get another demux and just bring this all straight in. And we can just stack this stuff directly on top. First, let's just mox it here though. And then bring it over to here and it will be demuxed there, ready to use. Oh, is this able to show? No, it's not able to show what we're gonna get. That's able to show what we're gonna get, and that is perfectly what we're looking for. Very nice. And then let's get rid of both of those. Bring this forward one. Get both of those in there. Get some more stackers in here. Get another demux in. And that is going to be for this shape. This shape is going to head over here, head straight down into this demux. Perfect. This shape able to be calculated yet? Yeah, there we go. What about this one? It's not saying that's the correct shape. Why is... Oh my god, are you kidding me? The bottom is flipped? Why is the bottom flipped? What did I do that flipped the bottom? Why is the bottom flipped now? Why is that a thing? It's outputting correctly over here. Wait. Has this whole time only half of these have been correct? That's annoying if so. Yeah, only half of these are correct. Great. That's just a thing. Well, that's annoying. Well, let's rotate this 180. And then this can be rotated, what, like counterclockwise, I think. Yeah, and then counterclockwise, that is what we're looking for. Okay. Well, that's annoying that that happened. Let's clear some of this contents. That's probably good. Oh wait, that's not even the place where the problem is. It's over here because this is part of the half that isn't being used anymore. So this half I can probably even just delete. I don't really need it. Still need the bottom belt though. Let's clear all of this out. Cool. And yeah, now I need to fix the circles. Yeah, got the same problem with the circles, of course. Bottom one I can get rid of. Yeah, all of that can go. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, accidentally cleared that out. Let's fix that. And yeah. Got the same problem, so just copy that fix and pop it in here. Hang on, let's just delete from there and we can paste it onto there. Perfect. Now is this going to be outputting the right thing? Hang on. Wait, that's not supposed to be a 180-degree rotator, is it? It's supposed to be this. That's right. And oh wait, no. No, it's meant to be a counterclockwise. It's meant to be the opposite. Which is... Wait. Meant to be normal clockwise? Wait, which way? What am I doing? That's right. Is it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. We good. Now if we look at the estimate, that's good. And that's good. That's good. That's good. If we look down to here, this, do we get an estimate somewhere here? Yes, that's the goal. That is the correct shape. Well, now that I've finished getting that done, I'm probably going to be ending the stream there. And I'm just going to leave this running a bit to fulfill that milestone, because with only one setup, that's probably going to take quite a while to fulfill. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. It was a fun little stream. So, yeah. Bye-bye.